New crime data from DART shows another increase in crime reporting in the first 3 months of this year. That's compared to last year. That includes assaults, thefts, and more. Fox 4's David Santendry has been covering the safety of public transportation in Dallas extensively and joins us now with an update. David.
Yeah, Heather, DART did not respond to a request I made a few days ago for an on-camera interview today to break down this data. However, we were able to get an interview today with a man who not too long ago had a frightening situation while riding DART, specifically being confronted by a man with a machete.
I ride DART every morning.
To work?
Yes, sir.
It was 5 o'clock in the morning on May 8th.
I said, there's a guy with a machete handle sticking out of the back of his shirt.
Tommy Starks will never forget it.
But I'm watching him as he pulls the machete out.
A man used a machete to threaten passengers and hit a train, according to DART. Starks called 911. Dallas Fire Rescue evaluated the man. He was taken to a hospital on an emergency mental health detention.
I want to see a stronger presence of security in the morning time.
In January through March, crime is up 18% compared to the same time last year. Assaults, drug, and theft offenses increased. DART, however, says there's context. It's seeing a significant increase in ridership. It also added 100 armed security guards to ride trains and spot crimes, in addition to its police force. DART received 437 Priority 1 calls during the first 3 months of 2023. During that same time span of this year, calls more than doubled to 1,055. There's no data provided to us which truly shows if DART's increase in security is leading to those calls. Still, despite the call volume, DART's data reveals it's cutting response times in half, from about 8 minutes to 4 minutes.
There's people sleeping in there, which I understand they need a place to sleep, but we're going to work, okay, and they're doing drugs. There's people that are drugged up.
Starks reached out to Fox 4 after seeing our previous coverage of violent crimes on DART. A passenger pistol whipping another passenger, drug use, an assault of a security officer which led to a shooting, and a man suspected of beating multiple people with objects like a hammer. I mean, how close was the machete to you?
About this close.
Yeah.
And he was putting it in my face.
Starks says another passenger threatened to shoot that man who had a machete in an effort to protect others.
So here I am in the middle of this guy with a machete and a guy behind me with a gun. Okay, and I'm just trying to go to work at 5:30 in the morning.
The day after that machete incident, DART told me that it will be investigating to see if any damage was caused to one of its trains. Again, remember that man was using that machete to hit one of the trains while also threatening people. Since then, I have followed up a couple different times to see if any offenses have been filed, if a charge was filed against this man, but I have not been provided with any sort of a response. So we're still waiting, and because of that, at this point in time, we do not have the name of that person with the machete. Heather, Steve, back to y'all.
All right, David, thank you.